my ICU director at the time and I went to a hospital about 2.5 hours from here and to go look at the system. And I immediately fell in love with the system. First of all, the facility that we went to, the majority of actually their staff at the time were agency dialysis nurses. And they had a couple in-house full-time and the rest were agency. And even the agency nurses talked about how easy it was for them to use these machines, never have using Tablo before. And so as I got to, I mean, they walked us through how to hook it up and how easy it was and how user friendly it was. I started thinking about, the history. They were kind of giving us the history a little bit, and we had learned a little bit that it had been originally developed for in-home dialysis. And my dad, who donated a kidney to my uncle many years ago, probably, oh my gosh, 25. My dad and my uncle have since passed away. But my dad, after donating a kidney, went into renal failure a couple years later. And I took him to dialysis 3 times a week, dropped him off. And I just wish that I had this Tableau system for my dad because it was so easy to use. Like, even if you are not a nurse, you can use this machine. And which for us, so as a nurse, it makes it even easier. But the Tableau system itself was a win for me at the time. Immediately, like I thought, oh my gosh, how do we go forward with this? And then from the dialysis patient and family perspective, the nurses talked about how much easier it was on the patient during dialysis versus the bigger, most common machines. And I thought, oh, this would have just been heavenly to have for my dad.